All right. Audio testing. Got to do this once every stream. Just make sure everyone can hear me. It's always awkward when people can't hear you and you're just talking. And then you're just like, oh, gosh. Not sure what to do. Okay, yo, Risley giving me the thumbs up. Thumbs up to you too, Risley. Okay. So, here we go. Well, we got the first part of the stream done. We got the sound check successful. Very good accomplishment, I must say. Okay, so today on the agenda, I'm going to be testing her Constellations 1 through 6, and we're going to see if we can blow some stuff up too while we are at it. Unfortunately, I already refinement 5'd her signature sword because I did the Dahlia nuke, and I did that nuke, with the Azure Light, because the Azure Light is kind of goofy when it comes to nuke damage. Like, look at that. What is this? 96% attack and 80% crit damage? Guys, that's crazy. That's why Dahlia is OP. Dahlia is OP now, because you can put the Azure Light on him. But let's see. Oh, combo guide for Skirk. In my main guide video that I released on her release, there's a pretty big section for the combos. Of course, I'm sure people have kind of, iterated on it and improved it and stuff. But yeah, you guys can go check that out too, if you need to. So yeah, I do want to stream more often. Like I know like most people don't. I've realized like I stream every once in a while. Like I think on average I would stream like once a month. But I'm gonna try to bring that up a bit more because yeah, I do enjoy streaming. It just it's a little bit difficult sometimes in terms of the scheduling and stuff. So yeah, here we go. Okay, so looks like we already got some disagreements in the chat. How is S tier when the only archetype she works in is Freeze? She's more like Nilo who needs Nahida. Yeah, I think there's a big difference though, is that she does good damage, right? Like Nilo, okay, when Nilo was released, she did good damage. And we could be looking back on Skirk in another year or two and saying the exact same thing, which we are that's very likely going to be the case, right? Because, power creep in this game and just gacha games in general is obviously a continuous and constant thing. If you don't power creep directly in terms of just DPS, well, you got to start power creeping in different ways, like making enemies stronger and stuff like that. Exactly. S tier on release. S tier on release. Skirk tier. That's what the S stands for. Skirk tier. Right. So, okay. I mean, I'm going to try to like poke around at speedrunning a little bit, but not sure how invested we will get into that. But there's some interesting stuff that I've seen with Skirk, and it's pretty wild. So we're going to see if we can emulate some of that. I guess it really just depends, right? Like Prairie Guy asking the question, how many seconds is she faster than Risley? Faster? It would just really depend on the situation, and that's such a broad question, it's really hard to answer. Speedrunning levels, it's likely she's a lot faster. Like, like a magnitude faster or so. At Constellation 0 levels, it's really, honestly, I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah. The Skirk Resurrect Mona. Yeah, you can definitely use Mona with Skirk. I think Mona feels like one of the better characters to use with her. If you use Furina as well. That way you have double Hydro. Or, another Hydro character is okay too. Because otherwise Mona's energy generation is like impossible to deal with. But with another Hydro, she's very manageable. So, do I think C6 Skirk is better than C6 Mavwika? I think Skirk is, when it comes to C6 power levels, is up there, right? Like, it's likely she'll be competitive to Mavwika in a lot of situations. And against certain fights, she's going to be better, right? Because, like, certain enemies just have mechanics that Mavwika can't deal with very well. But Skirk should be able to. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. C4 Mona is very good for Skirk. Because that crit rate buff, well, you might struggle even more with crit rate, over critting with that team. But almost done with spending resin while I yap a bit. Her best artifacts at Constellation 6, I would overall say her signature set should be her best overall. But it's because at Constellation 6, you can start to do goofy stuff because you do so much damage, at the very least for the current content in the game, that Furina is not the best choice anymore. Because the problem with Furina, she takes 3 seconds of field time. And if things are going to die without 100% bonus damage from Furina, 124% bonus damage from Furina, well, why? You know, you don't need to spend that extra 3 seconds on Furina. You can just spend 1 on another character. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. But obviously at investment levels under that, right, there's no question about it, right? Like, you know, you want to stick with Furina because Furina's damage also matters in that situation. But for whales, it becomes less of that type of situation. I think for Stygian Onslaught, though, you're going to need more sustained DPS for sure. So you're probably going to be like, you're going to need like, for example, Furina. Furina's going to be the good choice. So almost done farming, and we're going to see if we can get any last second upgrades. Wait, I can perma skip the tree animation? Hold up. Wait. Hold up. Okay, hang on, I gotta pay attention. I haven't even like really inspected the UI. Where do we skip that? Is it in here? Is it like a menu option? Oh, upper left. Okay, hang on. Is there something in the upper left? Okay, hold up. After I claim. Yo! Skip reward oh my gosh. Oh, that's overpowered. Holy cow. We're power creeping artifact farming. Absolutely insane. This update is oh, that feels good. Oh, that feels good. Oh man. Haven't felt that good in a while. That's insane. Truly the best change. Now all we need is a skip button for story mode and side quests and stuff, and then this game will power creep Genshin Impact from 4 years ago. What? That? Oh, I was clicking the skip button, so I accidentally clicked whatever this was. Look at that muscle memory. Okay. So yeah, crazy. That's actually crazy. I mean, like, to be fair, doing that domain, like 20 times isn't really the best gameplay experience every day, right? Like, that's like not what I would describe as like fun. It's kind of fun for a little bit, but I've been doing this for like a month now or however long this dungeon has been out. But any last second upgrades? Let's see. Any last second upgrades? I don't think so. My Skirk's artifacts are already pretty good, so it's gonna be pretty unlikely to get any last second upgrades. But hey, we can dream. I'm also going to get a new mic stand because this one has 2 issues. One, it's either impairing my vision, or 2, the mic is a little too far away from my mouth. So hopefully a new smaller mic stand that just stand here will be better for that. But I'm going to have to keep you guys hanging on that one. I know that one's really exciting. So let's take a look. Looks like it's a bunch of dookie for now. Oh, we got a cryo damage goblet. Okay, are we gonna get crit rate? Defense, flat. Oh, this one's got all 3 flat stats. Oh man, and that's as flat as it gets. And there's nothing wrong with being flat, but when it comes to artifacts, there's a lot wrong with being flat. So we're gonna get rid of flat artifacts here. Cryo damage, physical damage, electro damage. Okay, we're almost done. Crit damage. Okay, well, it's a plunge one. Can we get a useful stat? That's not very useful for me personally. Obviously, most people don't have Constellation 6 Verissa, so it's going to be, not that useful for me. Okay, 1 crit rate. If we can get more crit rate rolls. Okay, more flat attack. We're done with that one. We are done with that one. Okay, are we done? Yeah, I think that's it. I think we are done. All right. Okay, we can get out of here. Sweet. Good stuff. So let's see, a 6-piece gladiator set good for dynamic style? Yeah, it's decent. I think it's like 8 to 9% worse or something like that, which is, that's fine, right? You can save a ton of resin just by using gladiators or whatchamacallit, Marichachi Hunter. Yeah, ratio 64 to 213. In the new set, you do have some sources of crit rate buff, like for example, cryo resonance, as well as potentially, some other stuff. So yeah, it's pretty good. Do I hold or tap Shenhe skill? You tap for the elemental burst and you hold for basic attack spam. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so we are going to do a little bit of testing here. So we're going to have Skirk. And the question is, how do I do this testing as we escalate the situation? Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. I think we do a similar test to what I was doing on the media server, which is we're going to use Kokomi to generate rifts, and we're just going to focus on Skirk's damage. Okay, so we don't care about, for example, the rest of the stuff that's going on. We're just going to focus on Skirk's damage, and let's give Kokomi sacrificial fragments. Sure. Okay, and she can have a healing set. Yes, she has a healing build. Okay, healing bonus. And we have Charlotte. We can get rid of her artifact set. We don't want that. And we have Rosaria. Doesn't matter what she does. So there we go. And I guess we can stick with the Finale of the Deep. I think that's fine. This one oversaturates you on attack, but we can't really use like this, right? The Azure Light, it's kind of insane. We could go with like the Absolution as well. Do I have the Absolution? Yeah, I do. It's at R1, so this one's pretty reasonable actually, because it's not that much better than, for example, the Finale of the Deep. The two are pretty similar when it comes to solo performance on Skirk. So yeah. Let's see. What's my assumption as to Columbina's element? I've got no clue, but she looks like a hydro or cryo to me just based on her design, if I had to guess. But yeah. There's a dog behind. Wait, what? Where? Okay, hang on. You got me. Okay, you got me. Go for Haran Gapaku. My Haran's at R5, guys. My Haran's at R5. So anyway, we'll just do Finale of the Deep. It's all good. How is Silali event weapon? The Calamity of Shu? Yeah, it's great. Yeah, Absolution. All right. Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna start off at Constellations 0, and we're just gonna activate them. I think what we do is we trigger this weapon's passive, of course. And we should be able to consistently activate it with Kokomi's elemental skill. Now, the question is if we do a hybrid rotation or not. And I think I'm also going to start off with an extra 45 just to make it consistent, probably. So yeah, that's roughly what I would say. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this out. So I think... Oh wait, no, now she has Bond of Life. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, I'm going to use the Absolution because otherwise she's going to have like weird amounts of Bond of Life. So we're just going to use the Absolution. It's fine. Where's the Absolution? Yeah, I forgot about that. How she gets the Bond of Life, which is pretty annoying. So, okay. And now the crit ratio is a little wonky, but we'll give her crit rate. Yeah. Okay, that piece isn't that great, but it's good enough for the tests. So let's go ahead and start off. We are starting off at Constellation 0. Okay. So here we go. Let's see. Let's go ahead and open up with something like this. And then so. Okay. Okay, so should we just stick with that combo, I think? It's always a little tricky to kind of decide what to kind of base it off of. It'd also be nice if we had a shield, but... Oh yeah, I guess we could use Diona. Yeah, we can use Diona instead of Charlotte, since otherwise, like... Yeah, Diona won't affect anything, it'll just make the testing easier. Okay. Yeah, hang on, we gotta kind of figure out the parameter. Oh, just do the hybrid rotation? Yeah, you know, the hybrid rotation might cover a lot of it. The issue with it is that it will start to one-shot Kongomoto soon enough. At least I think so. Yeah, we should also check the alt damage for sure. So, okay, just something like this, right? This isn't going to be a perfect test, but at least it'll be something. Here we go. We're just going to do the ultimate right there. Did I do that correctly? Did I have enough? I'm not sure, but we did about this much damage. I might go back and kind of compile the data after the recording and stuff, but we can at the very least, you know, just test it real quick against the lava monster. Oh yeah, the lava monster. It sometimes has pyro on it though, right? It sometimes has pyro on it. Okay, so hang on, I'm gonna do the ult again. This time I'm just gonna make sure that we actually have all the energy. Yeah, that's way more than enough, but let's just make sure. Okay, yeah, that's correct last time. Okay. And I guess it's time to activate her Constellation 1. Good enough by my book. So here we go. Yeah, these tests aren't going to be perfect, but we're just going to get a rough idea. So here we go. Constellation 1, activate. Goodbye, $200. $200 down the drain, everyone. Yeah, don't be like me, please. Please. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so about... let's see. Okay. Actually, yeah, we're going to charge up a little bit, and now we're going to do the basic attack string test really quick. Is the Absolution good on Skirk? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's about as good as the Finale of the Deep, and if you already have it and you don't plan to use it on Chloron, then yeah, it's fine. So as far as I'm aware, LD Shop, you know, I've been using services like them forever, and so have a ton of people. They say they're officially like working with Hoyo. I don't know how true that is, but I will say that sponsorships with them have never been an issue for me. So yeah, I think it's fine, and I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't suggest it otherwise. So, okay, let's see. Wasn't paying attention. Did we blow up her Constellation 1 there? I'm actually not sure. Okay, hang on. we got to pay more attention. So yes, here we go. Yeah, I've used LD Shop quite a few times personally. So there are ways to save money in this game. So yeah. Okay. It doesn't do anything for alt. Alright, yeah. Okay, so here we go. Alright, let's pay attention a little bit. So let's get a couple Void Rifts out. So we got 2. And that's fine. Okay. So I think it did the 25,000 damage instances there. Oh, okay. Kokomi's skill wore off too. So yeah, the testing parameters are going to get a little tricky here and there, but yeah. Yeah, okay. So we're going to have to do it a little bit more quickly. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this. And okay. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, so... Yeah, this guy's moving too much. You can see that Kokomi's thing wore off very quickly there. Okay, maybe we have to bring Nilo. Yeah, we can bring Nilo instead, so that way it follows us. Yeah, circle impact, but a different type of circle impact issue. So here we go. We'll bring Nilo for the test. Where is she? There she is. Okay, so now it'll follow us. So if Kongomoto moves around, it's no big deal. All right, let's try this again. And we'll just start off with enough right here. So here we go. We got the shield, okay. Yep. Yeah, so you could see, as expected, we triggered it 5 times. And each triggering did a modest amount of damage, right? I think each one was doing like 23,000 damage or so. Of course, keep in mind that I am using this set, which of course does not boost those at all, right? So it's modest. With the Marichachi Hunter, of course, it's a little bit better. But definitely noticeable. In total, it added nearly 150,000 damage to the rotation, right? So that's not bad at all, things considered. Okay. So next we have our Constellation 2. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Constellation 1. Every Void Rift absorbed will summon a Crystal Blade. So you could absorb them with a hold E before you use the burst, which kind of counts towards it. But yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about that. You know what? Sure, let's do it for the sake of completion, because once you activate these, there's no going back. Okay. So we're going to get ourselves 3 Void Rifts. There we go. And we can hold E. You can see them explode right there, 23,000 each. And bam. So pretty, yeah, as expected. Only 2 of the 3 Void Rifts hit because the Kongomoto moved. At least I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I'm not sure if the Void Rifts explode where they spawn or if they like get absorbed and explode on Skirk. So if there was only 2 there, then my understanding of it is a little off. But either way, you know, assuming subsequent rotations, and for certain rotations you can always absorb 3 with her hold E. So yeah, makes sense for the burst. Okay, for the burst playstyle. Now let's go ahead and activate Constellation 2. Let's go. This one's got a lot of yapping. Basically 10 additional stacks on Serpent Subtlety for the burst, and 70% attack for the basic attack mode. So this is a big one. So let's go ahead and see how much damage she does now. We're still with the Absolution though. So there's that to keep in mind. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, I think she's doing more damage, right? Like that's a little over half of Kongomoto's health. And we are starting to take some damage as well. We're starting to take some damage. But yeah, here we go. Let's heal up a little bit too. Thank you, Diona. So yeah, I think that's decent. But yeah, these tests are, of course, perfect, right? Usually I meticulously analyze the clips and stuff, but today not so much because I'm live streaming. It's kind of a little difficult to do that. But here we go. Okay. So this time we're just going to go ahead and actually let's go ahead, get the 3 Void Rifts, absorb them, and burst. Oh yeah, that's a lot more damage on the burst already. Constellation 2, you can see each tick doing over 100k damage. Yeah, we're getting to some pretty big damage considering this is effectively buffless Skirk, right? Buffless Skirk. So here we go. Constellation 3 is next, and this one just increases the level of her Elemental Burst by 3, right? That's the Elemental Burst, right? Yeah, Elemental Burst. So here we go, level 13. Let's go ahead and try it out really quick. So here we go. And so we're going to get 3 Void Rifts. And yep, now it's doing over 120 per tick. So the number just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Oh gosh, Congo mode is mad. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, Mr. Mountain King. Okay, let's get out of here. So Constellation 3 is pretty easy to test. And we can go ahead and activate the next one. Constellation 4, another 40% attack. And that's pretty much it. Very straightforward constellation. This one doesn't take a whole lot of effort to figure out, fortunately. There we go. Okay, we'll do one. It is nice that she can automatically like just use her burst on a single hold E. She can use her burst at Constellation 2. It's actually a quality of life feature that I didn't mention. But yeah, that's pretty good. So here we go. All right. Yep, so you can even see the Constellation 1 absorb things doing a lot more damage. Oh, geez. Okay, well, yeah, look at all that. That is a big noticeable difference. And I skipped the charged attack, but honestly, who cares? Right, that doesn't matter that much, the charged attack, so. Okay, let's go ahead and try her burst with another 40% attack buff. Do I think there's any enemy in the game where Constellation 6 Refinement 5 buffed Skirk can't one-shot? None that come to mind. I think maybe like Scaramucci, the second phase, because the really high resistances. No, I mean Mavuiga can one-shot it with just shielding in. So no, I think Skirk should definitely be able to one-shot it. But okay, either way. Oh yeah, we're testing her burst now. So here we go. And go ahead, make another Void Rift. Okay, absorb them. And oh yeah, 140k, 168k. You guys got to keep in mind that we're using the Absolution too. The first upgrade, in my opinion, for most players is her signature weapon. And instead, we're going through all her constellations before even her signature weapon. So yeah, unfortunately, that's because I already Refinement 5'd my Azure Light for the Dahlia showcase. So, you know, it is what it is. Oops, why am I pressing a team change? Okay, so Constellation 5 just boosts 3 levels for her elemental skill. So now we can see it is at talent level 13. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and see if we can now one cycle it. Probably not. I think we're still just a tiny bit shy. So either way. Okay, yeah, I think it also moved out of range of that last N4 as well. So yeah, we're getting dangerously close now. We're getting dangerously close. And I think maybe with some optimizations to that rotation, we might be able to, right? So it's getting pretty nasty now. It's getting pretty nasty now. Okay. Man, look at all this money spent, guys. All this money spent. Okay. Constellation 6. Oh man, this one's a lot of yapping. Each Void Rift Skirk absorbs via the effects of the passive talent Reason Beyond Reason will grant her 1 Havoc Sever stack. She can consume such stacks to initiate coordinated attacks and decrease the damage she takes while in 7 flash mode. These stacks last for 15 seconds. Each stack's duration is counted independently. Max 3 stacks. You must first unlock the passive Havoc. Sever. When Skirk uses the Elemental Burst Havoc rune, she will consume all Havoc Sever stacks to initiate a coordinated attack, in which each Havoc Sever stack will deal 750% of Skirk's attack as cryo damage. Okay, so to my understanding, this, if you absorb 3 Void Rifts, this will do an additional 2,250 multiplier. That's my assumption of it. And for this, it is similar. So while in 7 phase, 1 stack will be consumed when N3 or N5 hits an enemy to launch 3 coordinated attacks. So this basically adds 540% MV to her N3, N5 up to 5 times in a basic attack or in a normal attack rotation. And then when Skirk takes damage, I mean... Okay, so this one just kind of does what this one does, but worse. So you don't want to take damage is what it's saying. All right. Wait, did we activate it? We did not activate it. Okay, let's activate it. Bam! Here we go. Constellations 6 Skirk. Let's go. My wallet. Oh, man. I knew you well, Mr. Wallet. But here we go. Okay. We absorb the Void Rifts. Oh yeah, you can see the little coordinated attacks now. Yep, there we go. Just enough to one cycle with the Absolution as well, by the way. This is with the... Oh, look at that. That's so sick. That is well worth $2,000. You get a cool shard, Abyssal Shard buddy. Oh, wow. I actually didn't notice that before. So that's, yeah. That's the best part. That's the best part. All right, that's pretty sick though. Those shards there. Okay. Man. Now they're putting a ton of a drip into the Constellations. Okay, we need to test their burst as well. That's the last thing we have left. So we're gonna go ahead and generate 3 Void Rifts. Get the maximum burst damage here. Is that all 3? No, that's not all 3. Derp. Okay, that should be all 3. We're going to absorb them. And... Oh my goodness. So with the Absolution, we are already doing this much damage in literally a couple seconds of, well, you know, Skirk time. Of course, one weakness of Skirk is that she needs to generate Void Rifts. She needs to... All of her teammates have to hit the enemy once, at least. And... You know, that's one of the weaknesses of a whale Skirk. In comparison to Mavwika, of course, who only needs Shilinin and Sitlali to do something to blow stuff up. But, okay. Now, we're going to upgrade her to the Azure Light Refinement 5. So here we go. Decked out Skirk. Almost full power. One of the stronger ones around. Okay, probably... Which one was I using before? Well, both of these are pretty good. Right? Crit damage, crit rate, attack percent. Yeah. Okay. Let's see, 80% crit rate. So this should put us at around... Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. Okay. So let's go ahead and we're going to try the normal attack spam. So, here we go. Yeah, 115 per slash. Oh yeah. She's got this much time left on her infusion. I mean, no surprise. No surprise. So now we should hopefully be able to one-shot him now with her burst. So we're going to see. And then we're going to start to blow stuff up and just try some stuff out with her. So here we go. Okay. All this money spent, is the power justified? The answer to that question is no. But, let's see, okay. Do we have 3 Void Rifts yet? Okay, yeah, we have 3. So let's go. There we go. Oh my goodness. That was like 230k per main slash with a ton of little numbers everywhere that I honestly couldn't even tell what the heck was going on. So, yeah, I mean, needless to say, that's crazy, right? Like that's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start to, I guess, play around with her. So let's see. We are at 82, whatever. Let's go ahead and try some setups against some enemies here. So we're going to go ahead and use, I guess, starting off with like overall her probably best damage per rotation team. It's either going to be Shenhe or Sitlali. But let's just go ahead and try this one out really quick. This is more of a DPR team, not necessarily like clearing as fast. Oh, hey, that's right. It's time to activate Escoffier as well. I didn't bother doing it earlier because I had no reason to. So here we go. C6 is Colfier. Fiorina. Let's go ahead and slap on a feather for her. Where are your feathers at? Yeah, sure. Why not? Although I think since Fiorina's damage now like barely matters, as insane as that sounds, since Fiorina's damage like barely matters on this team, honestly might be better off using Tenacity with her. And probably Noblesse on Shenhe. Oh yeah, I do have Noblesse. Okay, yeah. And then we have Calamity Queller. Yeah, I'm going to switch her over to Tenacity because, yeah, C6, R5, who cares about Fiorina's damage? Maybe in like certain, you know, to like wipe out a weak wave or something, it will help. But for now, yeah, this is going to be fine. Okay. All right. We're not going to take Chevreuses. So, yeah. There we go. Okay. There we go. Good enough. Okay, so can she reliably activate the Freedom Sorn? Probably, right? I bet she can. So then we have this Colfier, we have Shenhe. Okay, so they're all set up. Just battery everyone up real quick. Okay, they're all batteried up. And how long do you think Kongomoto will last against this team? Yeah, well, let me catch up with Chad a little bit. So, will it even last till Skirk takes the field? Hey, I nerfed Fiorina's damage, okay? I nerfed Fiorina's damage. Can Cryo work on the first floor of the Abyss with Sitlali, like in the top half? You're going to need some resistance shred. With resistance shred, you can make it work. So Sitlali doesn't shred cryo resistance though. Okay. This Colfier will kill it. Yeah, probably. Let's find out. Here we go. So, let's go ahead. Oh, Skirk hit it once. Skirk hit it once. One hit. I think that one hit did 500,000 damage. One hit did 500,000 damage. Oh my god. So if that's the case, then how much damage is all those hits gonna do? Okay, hang on. We have a solution to this problem. We do have a solution to this problem. Oh wow. All right. Okay, I'm gonna battery everyone up first because it died so fast that we didn't get any particles anywhere. Okay, so Fiorina's energy is a small problem, but we are visiting our old friend, the Kagu Menki in Inazuma, because this mofo is invincible for a very long time. So we can see just some of the numbers. At least we can just see the numbers appear, okay? Like, even though it's not going to, like, you know, survive for long based on its HP, we can still see the numbers that we're doing. So, let's go. Good old Kagu Menki. It's been a long time, my old friend. All right, we're going to set up. So, here we go. I'll use this Kofie's burst earlier this time. Ow. I got what? That did 17,000 damage? No way. Okay, we lose. Kagumenki wins. Holy cow. Not even the power of money can save us from that. Oh, man. Yeah, we didn't one-shot the Kagumenki. He one-shotted us. Wow. That's great. I love it. Okay, so here we go. Let's let's battery up. Oh, man. Yeah, can't fix those skill issues, guys. Can't fix that. Okay. Thank you. We're just going to grab some particles. Man, I miss the days of testing over here. This is like almost nostalgic for me. Because I used to do a lot of tests on the Kagumenki. Okay. Hopefully this time I don't die. Does that mean I have to iframe it? Oh god. We could be here for a while. Okay, anyway. Oh, oops, I should have Escoffier burst at that point, but... Okay, yeah, there's so many numbers. There's so many numbers. Oh, oops, I shouldn't have used the burst there. Oh, it survived! Oh, wait, yeah, it teleported away. There we go. That's just a lot of damage, guys. That's a lot. Those are a lot of numbers that are just big numbers. Big damage numbers. Holy cow. Holy cow. Kagumenki. Yeah. You know, you'd really have to like go through and analyze how much damage per rotation that would be. But that's pretty crazy. I guess you could use a team damage calculator too. But we got some crazy numbers. Oh yeah, no. You're talking about Masanori, yeah, the samurai guy. Yeah, you're gonna annihilate that. We're gonna annihilate that in no time. Okay, yeah, let's do the capybara. 5 million hit points is just too low though. But yeah. Yo, I'm glad you like my videos, man. Thanks for watching them. Really do appreciate it. Okay. Spirit Boss and Natlan. The one with 9 million hit points, right? Yeah, we'll try them. We'll try out. We'll do a little sightseeing tour here between all of our friends in the overworld and stuff. So here we go. Now we are at Capybara. It's time to burst him. We're gonna use the burst against this little guy. He didn't ask for this. Alright. Absorb them. And... couldn't even see how much damage that was. That's just damage, right? Like was it 1 million per slash or something like that? 1 million per slash? I'm not even sure that that Shenhe is the right choice here, actually. Let me battery everyone up though real quick. No, there's no way it's 11 million per hit. Oops. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, Furina's having some energy issues. We're gonna see if we can do something about that in a bit, but... oh, oops, that's right, I have to... get me out of here! I have to do that. Always forget about that. Yeah, so 1 million per tick, and there's a lot of like the little numbers too, right? A lot of little numbers, and... oh, man. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do it against the Kagumenki too, okay? Let's do it against the Kagumenki. The question I have is Sitlali might actually be better here. Sitlali might actually be better. And, so hang on. If we use Sitlali instead of... Alright. Here we go. I'm cooking now, okay? We're cooking. We're cooking. And we're going to switch her over to a defense build. It is so crazy that Constellation 6 Furina's damage just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Holy cow. Okay. How much defense does she have? 2,305. Okay. So now we have Furina, Peak Patrol Song. I don't know if she gives the full buff. I don't think she does. Right? How much do you need? 1,016% over. So she needs over 3,000 defense. So we can switch this one over just for a showcase purposes to defense. So fast equip. Sure. Defense Furina. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, yeah. Now we're getting close. ER issues up the wazoo, but at least Furina can properly buff now. So, okay. Okay, yeah, now Furina's not dead weight on this team. Alright. See if we can get a good 1, 2. Okay, that should do it. Oh, wait. Oh, I have Sitlali. Oh, that's right. Okay, now my brain just froze. Okay, that did less damage. I'm pretty sure that did less damage. Okay. So, what did I mess up there? Probably we may not have triggered the Cinder City. That could definitely be it. Hang on. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at Silali. So she has the 4-piece whatever. I think Shenhe might be better for this. Right? Stop spamming. Yeah, Capybara. Wait, what's this guy spamming? Capybara? Okay, yeah, if he keeps... I'll do the Capybara again. We will, don't worry. But first, let's do Shenhe. Okay, let's try Shenhe again. Although now Furina doesn't have her burst. So let's go. Escoffier C2 gets wasted by Shenhe. Does it? Wait, do they not stack? Huh. If Shenhe and Escoffier don't stack, then yeah, that is a big issue. They do stack. Okay. Oh wait, I'm running the wrong way. I'm running the wrong way. Okay, yeah. Have to do Escoffier last. Interesting. Ah, I see. Okay, yeah. I'm actually, let me read this. So, blah, blah, blah. During this time, Escoffier will gain 5 cold age stacks when nearby active characters, apart from Escoffier, deal cryo damage. Ah, so Shenhe eats all that up. Yeah, okay. So we have to, when she activates her cooking mech in its cold storage mode. Okay. So Escoffier does have to go pretty much last, right? Okay. Still lose 1 stack versus C2. I see. All right, so then let's drop Escoffier and run Sitlali. Okay, so yeah, there we go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do Furina first, poke, burst, into Sitlali, into Escoffier burst for the heal, into Escoffier E. Yeah, so that, oh, Sitlali eats it up too now. Oh well, whatever. Oh well. So poke. And then we're gonna do Sitlali. Okay, Escoffier burst. And alright, that's a lot of numbers again. But it looked to be pretty similar in terms of damage, right? I think that's pretty similar in terms of damage. Yeah, no burst on Sitlali. Shenhe fine if no burst used. Yeah, you lose a few of the buffs. 1.18, 1.18, yeah, okay. So, I mean, it's still some pretty good damage. 180k more. 40k extra. TD, Thrilling Tales, the issue is I don't think we can run Sitlali last in the rotation for the Thrilling Tales. Yeah, Sitlali does buff Melt, and that's the thing. That's the problem with this team, and that's the problem with Skirk at whale levels, especially, is that she doesn't have the proper whale supports. And honestly, Furina is not that great of a support at whale levels. Like, she's good, but she's not perfect still, which is crazy. Oh yeah, Milani. Oh, TDODS Milani. Oh, that's wild. That's not bad. That's not a bad option. What does Sitlali give? She gives 40% plus 56. She gives 96% bonus damage. And that's really all she gives. So if we run Cinder City Milani, which I don't want to mess up her build. Oh, Mona. Yeah, okay, Mona. TDODS Mona. Let's do it. Yeah, TDODS is the Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayer. Yeah. So TDODS Mona with the Cinder City, because 12% is better than 0%. Where is Cinder City? There it is. And we already have Tenacity. We could put Escoffier on Noblesse as well. Yeah, we could put her on Noblesse. So just do energy recharge. Sure. Okay, that's good. And we'll grab Thrilling Tales right here, level 1. Why not? And Escoffier can run Noblesse. Okay. Yeah, we don't need Escoffier to do damage, so we'll just do something like this. And we'll do Noblesse on her. Where is Noblesse? There it is. Okay, and all. And we will just do energy recharge, sure. Oh, that's Bennett's set. Okay, change settings. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we're good. So now we have everyone set up. Peak Patrol song for Arena. It just looks so funny. Okay. Oh, nice. Mona even has her burst. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. Now I'm actually way over critting on Skirk too. Like we are over critting to the max here because of Mona's 15% crit rate. So can I actually get more crit damage here? Crit damage, attack percent. Yeah, okay. That's 1.5 extra rolls. And right here, crit damage, attack percent. Let's see. So this is 2 attack percent rolls. Okay. And that one's fine. That one's fine. Okay, we need some crit rate. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. All right, so Furina, E. Poke poke. Okay. Oh. Oops. Oh, okay. I totally messed that up. Mona didn't actually have cryo to proc the Cinder City. I might be able to adjust the rotation a little bit for that. So let's go ahead. Okay, everyone's batteried up. Oops, I meant to hold that, but I keep tapping it instead. Yeah, we messed that one up. We messed that one up. Okay. So, we'll try that again. Try that again. Awkward. Okay. So yeah, we didn't manage to have I mean, that's just 12% bonus damage. It's not a big deal. But either way, let's go. All right. Okay, let's see. Oh, 120k. 120k each, right? Plus a bunch of little numbers here and there. Oh, geez. Okay, we'll just batter everyone up. But yeah, that's some crazy nuke damage. That's some crazy nuke damage. But yeah, 1.2 million per tick. And if you add up all those numbers, but okay, I think the first few hits also has, whatchamacallit, Escoffier like a stack or two, right? Like maybe she got like a couple stacks from Escoffier's Constellation 2. So yeah, that's crazy. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy for this nuke setup. Okay, so which local legend? I think one of the local legends has like 7 million hit points. Genshin Impact Totem Challenge. Now that we kind of figured out the rotation, let me figure out what enemy to go beat up on real quick. Chat, if you guys know which one it is, let me know. So we have the Dendro Wyob. How many hit points does that thing have? Turtle. Oh yeah, I mean Kagumenki also can't die, to be fair. Kagumenki can't really die either. Okay, yeah, we could go against the Cryo Wyob. The problem is, of course, it has 50% cryo resistance, right? Geo Shield. Oh yeah, that single rotation. Yeah, capybara, we already... Yeah, let's one-shot the capybara just for tradition's sake, okay? Let's one-shot the capybara real quick. It's always fun to one-shot the capybara. Yeah, we're going to use the nuke rotation against it. I think it'll survive like 3 slashes. But maybe we can see. For sure. Okay. So we start off as Kofier. All right. Here we go. Oh my gosh, yeah, just the first 3 slashes. I think one of them did 1.3 million. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Timmy's birds. I think, yeah, I think Timmy's birds are actually going to mess Skirk up. I don't think she can deal with Timmy's birds. Holy cow. Yeah, her nuke is insane. And it didn't even, I don't even think that included all the little numbers too. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, okay. So, yeah, 3 slashes and is dead. So I think she does like what, 5 to 7 million? I don't know. But yeah, he's squishy. This 5 million hit point enemy is now squishy these days. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Cryo Registry. Yeah. Timmy's birds. Okay, okay. Yeah. Let's go to Timmy's birds real quick. I have a feeling Skirk's not going to stand a chance. I would love to see like a dummy, like a damage test dummy that just tells you how much damage you did. That'd be incredible. But okay. So here we go. Here we go. Can she deal with Timmy's birds? This is the real question. Okay? This is the real question. Be quiet. I'm sneaking up on them, okay? Don't alert them. All right, we're going for it. Oh, we got 4 of them. Not bad. Not bad, Skirk. All right. Ha! She can even get some with her swords. Okay. You know, she's not bottom tier for Timmy. So that's good to know. That she's still pretty solid against Timmy as well. So, you know, one of these days we need to make a Timmy tier list. All right? Yeah, 4 is mid tier. I agree. She's not like bottom tier, but mid tier is fair. Yeah, we need a Timmy tier list, okay? Let's see. Okay. How we doing? All right, I wanted to try an Abyss strategy with her. Yeah, what are her stats at anyway? 70, 230. Yeah, that's decent. Okay. So here's something I wanted to try. It's going to be... Is Kofier? Okay. And who's the third character? The third character is Lali, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, I saw... Here we go, everyone. The buff that Ayato needed. Okay? Y'all be ready for this. This is Ayato's shining glory moment. What he was made for in this game. All right. Do we run him like this? Defense percent? We'll take a look. Okay, crit rate, defense percent. Check alternative. Wait, no. Hang on. Change settings. Attack percent. We'll drop this. Let's see. What's he at? 65, 201. Okay, yeah, let's try it out. So we've got Ayato on the peak patrol song. We have Sitlali like this, and we have Escoffier. Huh. What's the setup for this? Hold up. Hold up, everyone. Okay. Ah, geez. It's not loading. Okay, well, we can experiment ourselves, I guess. So, yeah, okay. And I don't actually think you run this weapon on Escoffier either. Escoffier only gives, hang on, let me just double check. She gives 60% crit damage, she gives this stuff, and that should be it. Chance of healing, restoring energy, whatever. Okay, and then we have all this, blah, blah, blah. All right, so we're going to experiment a little bit with the setup here for Escoffier. We have Tenacity on Ayato, Cinder City on Sitlali. My question is, how do we reliably activate that? And we're going to go ahead and check alternatives. We're going to drop this one. Maybe this one is fine. Sure. Okay, so what are we cooking up? We have way too much crit rate. So let's go ahead and give her crit damage. And there we go. That's looking good enough. Oh, no energy recharge though. Man, that's kind of cooked. So we're gonna go attack percent, energy recharge. Okay. Whatever. Okay, we'll try this out real quick. Okay, so we got Ayato, 2,300, and the peak patrol song gives a maximum of 51.2%. So let's test this out real quick. Sitlali to Ayato to Escoffier. I think so. Okay, hang on. So if we do this, we can see that everyone is at 0%. Look at that. Instant peak patrol song activation because of his Constellation 6. Constellation 6 Ayato provides the fastest, or one of the fastest, peak patrol song buffs for a Hydro character, specifically. I think. Beautiful. Wait, why is it at 81? Oh, that's right. Peak patrol also gives the user a little bit. So, yeah. If we check Sitlali's here. Oh, so he's still missing a little bit. Missing like 10%. For the low cost of a Constellation 6 Ayato, we can now activate the peak patrol song in record time. It's fantastic. The only problem is, how do we activate all the other relevant buffs here? Okay, so the point here is to lower the rotation time as much as possible. So I think we just say, we do something like this. Yeah, okay. So damage was pretty low there, but we're still able to pretty quickly one-shot that dude. One-shot Kongomoto like that. But we need a lot more damage than that, so I'm definitely missing damage. Here and there. Let me see. There is a specific rotation for this. Okay, hang on. Ah, geez, so annoying. Yeah, Billy's not loading on my phone. So that's unfortunate. But let's see. If we do Cofier and then like this. Alright, so 300, 450k per tick. And what's crazy about this rotation is you don't need energy either. It's pretty funny. So I think I do think we run Sitlali last here. So let me see if I can tighten up the execution of the rotation a little bit. So we just do Scofier E. Yeah, alright. Alright. It's a decent no energy rotation. Yeah, Sitlali after Ayato for Cinder. Exactly. Exactly. So this is one of her faster rotations. Obviously, the damage is way lower than the previous rotations that we were trying. Right? But it might be enough for the Abyss. I think with certain min-maxing, you can make it work for the Abyss. Not 100% sure. But, or I'm not 100% sure I can do it. But we can at least try it out, just for fun. We have this Cofier. Where's Ayato? This is so silly. This is so goofy. Okay. And then we can run, I don't know, man. What's the second half again? You just need cryo, right? Yeah, you just need cryo. We already have all our cryo over here, but we can run these guys here. So Furina and a healer. Yeah, sure. Okay. So let's just make sure Furina's got something going on here. There we go. Okay. So fast equip. All right. You can tell that, yeah, we'll run her on ER instead. Set type, sure, why not? And we have crit damage, energy recharge. There we go. Okay, so we can change settings. Yeah, I don't. Okay, we need crit rate on this one. So there we go. Okay. Looking good. So we got an Ayato team in the top half and a Siege Wing team in the bottom half. Pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. Okay. Elemental burst damage. Oh, nice. Okay, so what's... We whiffed. We ended up facing the wrong direction. Okay. Okay, so we're struggling to hit that thing properly. I think we're gonna have to... Oh my gosh, now I'm facing... She's facing her, but she's slashing over there. Okay, I think I just moved forward, hopefully, instead. There we go. Okay, it was a bit on the slow side, but still, right? Like, that's pretty crazy. That setup works for Whales and Abyss. Yeah. Oh man, that's so comical. Oh. Yep, Ayato in 2025 is insane. And not for the reasons you would be thinking of. Instead, a peak patrol buffer. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Okay, anyway, where are we at? Alright. At least the second half is nice and chill, but you just don't care. Okay. That setup is so dumb. I love it. I just love how dumb the setup is. Alright. Oh, nice. We got a 30% attack will make us do more damage, so here we go. Like this. Oh geez, they're frozen. Interesting. Huh. Does that mean the Cinder City isn't even activating? Unless it reactivates freeze? I actually don't know how that works. Ooh, okay. I don't know if I can one-shot Kongomoto with this setup. I don't know if I can one-shot Kongomoto. Well, especially not if the wave survives the stuff before that. I'm pretty sure... I think we can get away with Ayato second, right? Oops. Ah. Okay, so I'm not sure how the CM player managed to do this, but we're gonna, I guess, try. It'd be nice if Billy would work right now, but... Yeah, okay. Kongomoto, my setup is definitely doing a lot less damage. Definitely doing a lot less damage. Wait, does Ayato even do skill damage to activate the tenacity? Does that count as skill damage? Yeah, the problem is the first wave is surviving. If the first wave survives, I think Skirk's job is to kill the second wave. So, let's take a look at what's going on with the first wave if we can. We have one. The Void Rift explosion killed the one on the left. Is it based on Void Rift placement RNG? No, please say it isn't so. Yeah, the Void Rift kills it. The Void Rift kills it. So we got to get the Void Rift in the right spot. Okay. Okay. This is a little tricky. It's a little tricky. How do we get the Void Rift to spawn where we want? Huh. Interesting. Interesting. But yeah. Oh, you guys think it's the Cryo Red Shred? Let's see. Did the YouTube VOD stay open, or do I put them? No, the VODs stay open. The VODs stay open. But yeah, what's the optimal way to play C6 Skirk? You just got to find the shortest rotation you can do to one-shot whatever you're dealing with. Against probably the new Stygian Onslaught, you will probably need to do like a full rotation though. Can we one-shot them? Okay, let me just see if we can even one-shot Kongomoto. Alright, we are definitely far off from that. So something about my setup or build isn't quite working out for this, but let's go ahead. We can also do this. Let's wait until this one dies. Although now buffs have worn off. Oh! She can't one-shot Kongomoto. Holy cow! Y'all see that? That's insane! So we just have to one-shot the first wave somehow. That's crazy! That's crazy, guys. That's freaking crazy. So if we one-shot the first wave, then Kongomoto's cooked. Oh my gosh. But the question is, how do we one-shot that first wave? That's insane, dude. Ah! Oh. How are we gonna get those little guys? I'm curious about her normal attack spam. Let's just do it real quick. Man, that certainly feels a lot worse. But yeah, she can one-shot the Kongomoto. Oh my god. Okay. Maybe the trick is to have Ayato actually deal damage. If Ayato actually deals decent damage here, then we can do it. And then we can do it. As stupid as that sounds. Oh my gosh. Okay, Ayato. I don't even think the tenacity works, does it? Hold up. I mean, we can just test that real quick. Let me test if tenacity even works on Ayato's skill. Does it? Oh, his Constellation 6 counts as skill damage, right? Each one dealing 450% of Ayato's attack as damage. So that might be why they were using tenacity, is because that actually counts as skill damage. Oh man, diving into Ayato mechanics in 2025. Insane. Insane. Okay, anyway. So we have Sitlali at 1050 attack. So let's go ahead and try it. Okay. Alright. Alright. No, still 1050. No, tenacity's worthless on him. Unless I'm missing something. Oh, the clone explosion! It's gotta be the clone explosion. That's what it's gotta be. Alright. Hold up. We got the clone explosion. That's it. The clone explosion gives tenacity. I bet y'all forgot that he even had a clone to explode. Oh my god. I forgot. I certainly forgot. Oh, this is great. Okay. So, let's optimize his build a little bit for damage. Oh my goodness. Man, these are some like cryptic stuff. There's some cryptic stuff going on. But how do we activate Sitlali's Cinder City in the second one? Yeah, for 3 seconds, exactly. For 3 seconds. Ayato's elemental skill creates this clone where it works like Dahlia's elemental skill. It'll explode if it touches an enemy. And that damage counts as elemental skill damage. Yeah, archaeology. Oh man, we're digging into Genshin archaeology. It's a good one. Oh my goodness. So let's see. Okay, so let's build him with a little bit of damage then. Okay, fast equip. If he does enough damage to help one-shot the first wave, then we're in business. The problem is, how much worse is the buff going to be? Okay, so what are his stats at now? 71, 191. It should be substantially worse, but let's see. Okay. Oh my god, the damage numbers are microscopic. Oh, we lose like 14% bonus damage too, which kind of sucks. Jeez. Yeah, we're trying to we one-shot it in 3 seconds. That's the goal. But okay, I'm just wondering if Sitlali triggers the Cinder City against frozen enemies. Hang on, I mean, we can just test that too. We can test that against frozen enemies. So let's see here. A decent enemy to freeze. Oh yeah, over here. Right here. We got this guy over here. Ayato Escoffier. Or Ayato Sitlali Escoffier. Yeah, that's the issue, but I think tenacity wears off by then, which is the problem. So anyway, we're gonna freeze you. Ah, it's almost dead! Okay. Hydro damage, pyro damage. Did we get cryo? Yo, we got the cryo damage. Right? We got the cryo damage. Okay. So Sitlali works against frozen enemies, the Cinder City. Right there. So we can stick with this rotation of, oh man, how did it die? Okay, whatever. But yeah, we can stick with that rotation then. The question is if we can kill... Oh! If the goal is to kill them, we want Sitlali to do damage. Because we don't care about... We don't care about one of these constellations, right? This one. We don't care about this constellation. We want Sitlali to do real damage. That's the key. Okay, we're cooking. Okay, so I think Is Papa does deal damage based off of elemental mastery, right? It's Papa. Does he frost, fall, storm damage, or is her constellation? Which one? Sorry, guys. Elemental mastery, yeah. Okay, so she does damage based on elemental mastery. Most of her damage, I think. So we're gonna go ahead and wait. She already kind of has a damage build. Oh, geez, yeah, she does. But let's see. Can we optimize this anymore? EM all. Oh yeah, we're already pretty optimized actually. So she's already built for damage. That's a bit unfortunate for us because that means that okay, crit rate, crit damage, EM, cryo damage. Okay, we can probably improve this one. So, cryo damage. Let's see. We've got a few options. Ooh, this one's nice. This one's nice. Is it any better? A little bit. Right? It's about the same. Okay, so here we go. Defense. What is that, dude? What is that? Okay, I don't want to look at that. So here we go. Here we go. Okay, I think this is fine. This is fine. All right. Damage wise, which Milani instead of Silali. Maybe. I feel like this weapon is just too good though. Let's see if we can wipe the first wave like this. Yeah, the Constellation 1 not working is annoying, admittingly. It's pretty unfortunate that it's like that. Oh wait, Escoffier. Hang on, Escoffier. We can actually improve her damage with the Calamity Queller as well, since Escoffier doesn't even bother healing with this setup. So let's go ahead and try to optimize Escoffier's damage too. So we have, we don't need any energy recharge now. So change settings, no energy recharge, and no attack percent here. Just attack percent. Save. And let's see, 7193, that's reasonable, especially against frozen enemies. Excuse me. Oh wait, check alternatives, that's right. We don't want to steal Skirks. So we could either run this one, I think maybe one with more crit rate here. So let's see. Sorry guys, this part always takes a lot of effort. It's just mucking around with all this stuff. Yikes. Okay, the crit rate's a little wonky now. So maybe I think her damage is more important than Sitlali's. So we can swap the two of theirs. And where's Sitlali? Okay, Sitlali needs one now. So we can just give her this one. That's fine. Okay. All right. We'll get another try. We'll give it another try. Yeah, I use the artifact loadouts thing, but I know it's not for everyone because so many people don't have as many artifacts as I do, right? Like being a filthy whale and having spent so much time and money means that, you know, I have a lot of artifacts to work with, whereas a lot of people don't. So, okay. And Shenhe, where's Shenhe? There we go. That's good. No, Constellation 1 works. It's just not optimized for her signature set. This boss is funny because I always end up facing the wrong way. Okay. Okay, here we go. Ah! Where was she even facing? Oh my goodness. See if we can just get away with this. Oh my gosh. Okay, so out of range there. How did we get the one shot last time? I don't even remember. Maybe you just have to pray. Maybe you just have to pray. Yeah, how did we get it last time? Ah! Oh, man. Okay, so we have to count on them dying to not the burst. That's what's going on. And then just burst for the boss. Okay, but then she automatically locked on to the ones behind her, which is really annoying. Ah! Incorrect input there. Incorrect input. Okay. Oh, closer this time. But the first wave didn't get wiped out when we needed it to. There we go. Come on. Hit her. Yep. We got her. We got her. All right. That's great. Ow. Okay. Nice relaxing little boss fight against our Lego friend. Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay. Now let's see if we can one-shot the first wave from here. This is what all that optimization was for, was to see if we can deal with this. Oh. Okay, we're gonna try that again. Okay. Let's try attack percent this time. Closer. Closer. I do wonder if it's based on the Void Rift placement. Ah, we gotta get that first wave somehow. All right. Let's take a look here. The Void Rift spawned back there. It explodes at the Void Rift, right? I'm pretty sure it explodes at the Void Rift. Okay. So maybe what we need to do is we scoot Escoffier's skill a little bit to the right. Because the Void Rift spawns to the left. Okay. Yeah. It's kind of an issue. It's kind of an issue. I don't think Ayato's damage mattered. I don't know why I tried bother improving Ayato's damage. Because that certainly did... I don't think that's helping at all. Oh, okay. This time it didn't one-shot it either. Did I pick the crit card? Hang on. It could also be crit dependent. Okay, come on. Take him out. Alright. Okay. Maybe we're missing a couple crits? Or maybe it's because I put Ayato on attack percent build. Could be both. But yeah, this setup is pretty interesting. That's for sure. Oh my gosh. Okay. 685k. Yeah, we did manage to one-shot Kongamoto last time. I should have just kept trying there. Oh! We killed the first wave that time. Oh, we're so close too on Kongamoto. I think it's going to be a crit fish situation. The first wave, though, is the one that's the most inconsistent. Is it based on Sitlali's Constellation 4 too? Is it based on Sitlali's Constellation 4 too? Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna try scooting to the right and see if that helps. Oh! Oh! Oh, geez, we missed a few crits. But that would have been roughly it. That would have been roughly it. Okay. Scooting to the right seemed to have helped a little bit. Come on. Ah! That one did a lot less damage. I think the first wave died too slow, so his Kofiei couldn't apply her defense or her resistance shred to the Kongomoto. Come on. Ah! This might take a bit of effort, so I guess at this point I can almost use autopilot here. But yeah, I could like wipe him with this. But yeah, we're falling short on damage on Kongomoto here. Maybe I needed the but yeah, we can go for the slow clear first, okay? Ah, yeah, let's just do a slow clear first. I'm not trying to optimize this, but yeah, Sitlali's burst is good for that. But yeah, this is pretty slow. That I keep whiffing with her burst, which is pretty funny. Okay. Ah, it's because she's targeting the last remaining dinosaur there. All right. Oh, so close, so close. Oops. So close, so close. But yeah. You can whip with her burst if you're facing the wrong way. Okay, so since I'm just going to do this to wipe the first wave, it doesn't matter as much. Oh, man. Yeah, she keeps locking on to the little dinosaurs. Okay, this is a clean shot against Kongomoto. Oh, man, we're short on damage. We managed to one-shot it the last time, though. Oh, I wonder what happened. It's probably just bad crits. Oh, Tenacity is expiring as well, which doesn't help. Tenacity is expiring. But yeah. Okay, so we're missing quite a few buffs like that. Tenacity expiring. What we could do instead is we can do something goofy like this. Closer, closer. Closer. Yeah, you're getting half or all because of the ER. Huh? Oh! You know what? That's fine. That's fine. We already had proof of concept, so this is good enough. I think we can see like of what's going on here roughly. You know, certainly not optimized speed runs. I do want to optimize them. I'll go back and do it, but this is good enough for now. Yeah, you guys can kind of see like how silly this is, right? But let's finish off the last chamber as well. But yeah, so we're gonna finish off 12-3 as well. Wait, what's going on? Okay. Yeah, sure. I don't think we'll be able to break it in time. Or are we? Are we gonna break it? We're gonna break it in time? Oh wow, we did. Okay, poke. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can one-shot 12-3-1 as well. I mean, it's basically the same chamber. It's basically the same chamber. Okay, that's awkward. What's going to be the setup for this one? Each one is a little different. Huh. Is the boss a little invincible there? But yeah, the trick is to find how to one-shot the first wave. It's the interesting part isn't even actually Skirk. It's the other three characters squeezing out whatever value you can to one-shot this first wave here, which is kind of crazy. Oops. Because yeah, once it's Skirk's turn, that happens. That happens. She just one-shots it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, more defense on Ayato. I mean, I could just use Skirk's burst too. Or sorry, it's Kofie's burst, right? That would be enough too. But obviously that's slow. That's slow. The problem with that is that it's slow. But yeah, you can see how Skirk can one-shot this guy too. Well, I did it last time, so I don't need to do it again. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I mean, I think we're definitely not going to get an optimized run. But I think we have a pretty decent proof of concept. Which is that she just one-shots stuff with her nuke, very similar to Mavwika. With a different setup though. A longer setup, unfortunately. The setup is longer. Because, yeah, no, they put the wave before the boss. It is for speedrunning purposes, right? Because like you have to have a more min-max setup in order to kind of one-shot it. But with Mavwika, it's much, at least for my Mavwika, it was much easier. But yeah, I think I'd have to figure out how to min-max the Skirk, or sorry, the Escoffier, Ayato, and Sitlali portion. And obviously Ayato is not the best for damage, but he's the best for speed. Right, because this thing takes less than 1 second, which is why Ayato is used there. His setup is less than 1 second. as goofy as that sounds. As goofy as that sounds. So, yeah. Let's see. So, yeah, the setup is... And then that. But, yeah. It's some pretty funny stuff. So, yeah, Skirk's AoE nuke is right in front of her, which is kind of like a good and a bad thing, right? It has its issues. There's one thing I want to try as well. So here we go. This is going to be a classic test of strength. So we're going to run Shenhe. And I guess we could just do Kami, Boba, Ayato, or we can do Furina. Let's do Furina. Okay, so this next test is a classic. It's a classic. All right, and Furina, Golden Troop. Yeah, sure. We'll give her tenacity. Is this the defense build? Yeah, it's the defense build. Furina defense build. Okay, energy recharge. Sure, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So we'll give her the Peak Patrol song. All right. So we got to see if she can one-shot Scaramouche. Okay. I'm pretty sure she can. But only one way to find out. Yeah. Let's do this. But yeah, this is some goofy stuff. I would say she's like close to Mavwika level for whales, which is pretty crazy, right? To have like kind of a second Mavwika. And she uses a very different set of supports, I guess, except for kind of Sitlali, right? Oh, oops. Okay, basic attack spam. I meant to press her hold E and burst, but instead I messed up the inputs there. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to fill up a little bit. Oh, he saw me. We're going. Okay. We're going to do this. I don't even have Fiorina's burst. Okay. Oh no! Oh no! We could have done it with Fiorina's burst. Ah! Now we're getting maimed. Okay, okay. I think we could have done that with a proper setup, but I completely messed that up. We didn't have Fiorina's burst, and we also didn't have her Peak Patrol Song buff. So let's just go and do it again. I mean, why not? Yeah, we can one-shot him. We can do it. We're not letting Scaramucci win against this. But yeah. So let's do this properly this time. We'll do this properly. Okay. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Here we go. Okay. Oh, we need Escoffier to be filled up as well. Come on! Come on, get the energy! Get the energy! Did she get it? I mean, I think we'll be fine either way because we can fill her up here. So we'll just do it properly this time. Just hope I don't whiff against him because he likes to teleport. I'm gonna let him teleport? Or no, he's not gonna teleport. Okay. There we go. Okay, easy peasy. Yep. Clean one shot once you actually... Wait, I forgot the Peak Patrol song again. Oh well. Oh well, that's okay. But yeah, she can one shot him easily. So there's that to consider. Classic test there. And Skirk passes that with flying colors. So let's see. Okay. Yeah. What else do you guys want to see when it comes to her at Constellation 6? I'll just battery people up while you know, we take a look. Okay. Yeah. A solo run. She is pretty bad solo. She is pretty bad solo. But yeah, we could. My smile is good enough for you. Why? Well, thank you. Thank you. Your comment is good enough for me too. NA gameplay. Skirk versus the Flame Harbinger Arlecchino? Arlecchino? Skirk versus Cryo Slime. Oh, she's got this. She's got that. Wait. I mean, she can do physical damage. So with physical damage, she should be able to handle it. But yeah. Local legends. You know, I gotta be completely honest. I'm not even sure where most of them are. We could do the... We could do a cryo damage nuke test. Like maximum cryo damage nuke. The problem is we don't... We could use this Escoffier to kind of heal. Fiorina to kind of heal. Yeah, that one's a little tricky. But let's give it a try. Sure, why not? Why not? Okay. So I think what we're going to need is... okay. Mona should be on... I'll put Mona on Noblesse, actually. We'll change her to Noblesse. Oops. Okay, just energy recharge. Sure. Okay. And we have Fiorina on Peak Patrol. Problem is... I'm worried we won't have enough healing to deal with it. But yeah, let's just try a pure cryo nuke. So no melt. No melt. Just pure cryo damage. What's the biggest number we can get out of it? We're going to see if we can out-heal the stuff that happens here. Hopefully we can. Wait, am I going to the right place? I always forget where stuff is. Oh yeah, there it is. Alright. Hello, Obelisk, my old friend. I'm actually going to put a little marker here. That way I don't forget. Okay. Okay, pure cryo damage nuke. So, let's see. I think she should be set up for that. Yeah, she's pretty well set up for that. Kofie's got that. She's got this. Okay, we're good, I guess. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need hydro particles for Mona. I guess I can just do it now. That's fine. I'm worried about the healing though. I don't know if I have enough healing for this. I guess we'll find out. Okay. Okay, we do. All right. So I didn't even think about the setup here. I think we used Furina's burst. Did I already use the poke with her? Oh geez, I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna go with this one and a cryo thing. Okay, so we do Furina, Q, maybe E. Then we do Escoffier, Q, E, Mona Q, and a Skirk hold the E, Q. Alright. Hopefully that's correct. Oh geez, her E's still on cooldown. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Oh. Oh man, I think I knew that was gonna happen, but it still happened. It doesn't feel good when it happens. All right, you do too much damage. That's the problem. You do too much damage. Ah, okay, that's cool. So we'll give you no. Oh, yeah. I figured that would happen. Let's see. We're gonna remove some stuff, and you can do defense %. And do we have HP? Sure. And we will remove this. Great, great Escoffier build. Love it. I am worried about killing the spawns now, but we'll see. Ow. Excuse you. Okay. All right, let's set some of this stuff up. So I think we butcher some with Skirk. Oh gosh, yeah, that's the kind of the problem there. Oh man. No healing. We don't have any healing. Jeez. Oh, okay. I figured that would happen. Oh well. Okay. Let's see. Oh, my whole team got cooked by that. Yeah, the problem is the healing there. And if Escoffier doesn't do damage against the add-ons, then we don't have any way to kill them. Unless Fiorina does damage. Oh well, it's okay. It's okay. All good, all good. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like I've done most of what I wanted to do. I guess I can just answer some questions if you guys have any. Let me see. I guess I can try to catch up a bit. All right. You guys want to see my, I guess, Skirk build? Let's see. Skirk build. This is my Constellation 6 Skirk's build. Although, yeah, this one's a bit more crit fishing. I think the standard one I will use will be something more like this. So if we, oops. This over here, probably crit damage in this order. So actually, maybe crit rate first. Yeah, for more consistency. Which piece did I have earlier? Was it this one? Or that one? Yeah, something like this. I think I do prefer having a higher crit rate, though. So this one goes 4 here. But yeah, let me rebuild her for my usual build that I plan to use. Is it this one? Probably. Oh, geez, I keep clicking that button instead of this button. That's not good. Okay. So let's finish building her. I think it was something like this. Okay. And then we have this, and that. So it would be something like this. Well, no, that's too much crit rate now. But yeah, I mean, you know, I'm just going to mix and match the artifacts until I feel happy about the setup. But yeah, so something like this. Too much crit rate. But there you go. There's the artifacts that I have at the moment. As Koffie's build, it's just to re-equip her. Although we're going to actually change settings. There we go. Equip. Good enough. And Fiorina's build is totally all sorts of cooked right now. All sorts of cooked. What are my thoughts on our Constellation 1? It's okay. Personally, I prefer her signature weapon in most situations, unless you have like the Haran Gapaku, then I would consider her Constellation 1 over that. Especially if you have refinements on the Haran Gapaku, then I would definitely consider her Constellation 1. But me personally, I think signature before Constellation 1. Let's see. Mavuika is still number 1 DPS. Overall, I would say yes. I would say Mavuika is overall a bit better at the whale levels, largely because she has a faster setup. And I mean, you guys saw the team that I was cooking with Constellation 6 Skirk, right? Like, we are talking freaking Ayato of all characters actually being viable on her. And Sitlali, who is a melt support. So you can see that her teams right now at the whale levels are super half-baked. Like, they are wacky. And that's because she just doesn't have like a Shieldin that Mavuika has, or Sitlali that Mavuika has. She has this Kofier, and that's the best part of her team. So it is totally cooked in terms of her whale teams right now, because the 3rd and 4th slots are just all over the place. Like, when Ayato is viable, that's when you know you're cooked. It's bad. Yeah, I know I wasted his Kofier stacks first. It's because otherwise we're not going to get the whatchamacallit, the Cinder City stack, I believe. I'm not sure, actually. And I think Escoffier's stacks barely matter for Constellation 6 Skirk, because Constellation 6 Skirk's multipliers are absolutely outrageous. Like, they are so outrageous that, you know, Escoffier's stuff is good, but I think we needed Escoffier's damage to actually kill the first wave too. So in combination with the damage from Escoffier, plus the fact that, like, Skirk was able to one-shot the second waves regardless, you know, she didn't need the stacks from Escoffier's Constellation 1, right? Is it her Constellation 1 or 2? I always forget which one gives the stacks. Constellation 2 gives the stacks. So yeah, that's my opinion in terms of that rotation specifically. So yeah. You hope she's not like Nilo. Fair enough, but Nilo has other issues. One big issue for Nilo, it's not even her team restriction, which that's a big problem. It's the fact that she sucks at single target damage, right? Like her single target damage is dookie, and nowadays it's all about single target damage. You have to kill bosses in Abyss. You have Stygian Onslaught coming, which is literally just Abyss bosses, the mode, and that's it, right? So Nilo suffering, that was a main factor. And also, Nilo scales poorly off of gear. Because as we play more and more and we get better gear with double crit artifacts and all that stuff, Nilo's teams, they just need, you know, some elemental mastery and stuff. So, you know, she doesn't scale well with more investment of resin in comparison. So yeah. How good is Skirk with AoE? It's actually a great question, and I'm not fully sure. Her burst has some targeting issues because it only hits in front of her. And it's a little awkward, as you can see in the Abyss runs. But her AoE is okay. We can also kind of test it in this domain here. Let's go ahead over to... Is it this one? No, it's not that. Is it this one? It's not that one. Am I going to have to bust out the Adventurer's Handbook? Paimon, save me. Is it this one? Yeah, this one. I think this one. This one has the 3 golems, right? I think this one's like has the 3 golems, if I'm correct. Yeah, that's what I want to test, is the AoE on her normals. So yeah, we have the 3 golems here. We're going to let them approach us. So this is a decent test. Well, it's not because she does too much damage. So we're going to give her this. And try that again. Let's try it again. I think the AoE is decent, right? It's not like Nilo damage or Nilo AoE, because those things explode like half the screen. But it should be better than like a lot of characters. So let's see. So we're going to let them approach a bit, a reasonable amount. Yeah, certainly no like Muvillette. It's okay. It's okay. It's not great. It's not bad. That's how I would describe it. Not great, not bad. So, yeah. Let's see. Her AoE or Arlecchino's? I think her AoE should be better than Arlecchino's. Arlecchino's issue is that Arlecchino's AoE is different on different hits, if I remember correctly. Hopefully I'm correct about that. But like her N1 has like no AoE, right? It's just like this. She just does like a tiny poke forward, just hitting stuff right in front of her. For her nuke team, is Constellation 1 Sitlali worse than Mona? Constellation 1 Sitlali. What is her Constellation 1? Does it do anything? I would say Sitlali. That's a good question. I'm not quite sure the answer to it, unfortunately. I would say that they're similar. They have different pros and cons. Mona, they'll both have some energy issues. Well, no, not Sitlali as much. Yeah, I would say it depends on your team, but I think they're similar for the nuke team. They should be similar, especially if you have... Because Mona should do a little bit more damage because she gives 20% more bonus damage than the Cinder City. Also, Sitlali struggles to activate the Cinder City. So personally, off the top of my head, I would say Mona it should be a little bit better than Sitlali for nuke purposes. But at this level of whale investment, the reason why she's so good is because the elemental skill also kind of persists too, right? And it takes 1 second, and she scales too well off of whale scaling because of this weapon, right? The 56% bonus damage is just too powerful. But if you have her signature weapon, I would say probably Sitlali is better than Mona. because the signature weapon is just really good quality of life in comparison to the Thrilling Tales. So that's probably what I would say. Is LD Shop legit? Yeah, I've used it a lot, and I haven't had any issues with it. A lot of people use it a lot. I know some of my friends also use it a lot, so yeah. That's probably how I feel about it. Yeah, okay. I think we've mostly caught up with the comments. I think I've done most of what I want to with Constellation 6 Skirk. She's pretty crazy. No surprise. I mean, you know, it's very, very expensive. And I do feel bad for like Ayaka, Risley, especially at whale levels. And then I'll probably feel bad for Skirk once the next one comes in another year or so, because Genshin Impact, in terms of like the shelf life for characters, I would say is roughly 1 year for most characters and like 2 years for Archons, like Archon level characters. That's my opinion, at least. You know, could be completely wrong. Like it could just be like roughly a conspiracy theory. Sorry. But yeah, that's just kind of my opinion. Did I try Siegeween's E buff for Skirk's normal attacks? I don't think that works because Siegeween buffs elemental skill damage. So I haven't tested that, but my impression with that is that it would not work. Elemental skill damage. It would need to count as elemental skill damage, where Skirk's counts as normal attack damage. So it shouldn't work. It shouldn't work. But yeah, Siegeween is mainly for off-field characters. That's true. Is R1 also worth it to get if you have Mistsplitter? Worth it is a strong word, okay? Because, like, will it give you a good damage buff? Of course, it will. Mistsplitter, I mean, I can just bring up some calcs too. Skirk charts, Mistsplitter Reforged. But yeah, let's see. Hide columns. Okay, so we have this. Mistsplitter R1 is around here somewhere. Here it is. It's around 81%. So if you want roughly a 20 to 25% increase to Skirk's damage, then it's worth it. Otherwise, it's not worth it. Right. It's up to you to decide if that amount of money and investment is worth it or not. So yeah. If you're asking me a different question, like, is the Azure Light, like, should you get the Azure Light or her Constellation 1 in that situation? That's a bit trickier to answer, but I would personally say the Azure Light is still better than her Constellation 1. It's also a little bit cheaper, but you need to make sure that you have enough pulls to guarantee the weapon, or else don't go for it, right? Or else don't go for it. So yeah, use Mistsplitter on Skirk and it's good enough. Exactly, right? If I were you, I would play the game and see if you feel like you need it or not, especially once like Stygian Onslaught comes out, which it should be. Oh God, I almost just murdered her. It's almost, then you'll be able to tell better whether or not you should upgrade or not, is once Stygian Onslaught comes out. Because it's likely that they're going to cycle that boss through Stygian Onslaught every once in a while, and through the Abyss as well. So if you're not struggling in that content, or at least you're performing at the level you want to, then it's not really worth it. Or, you know, then you can make the decision later. You make the decision later. So Goated Gaming asks, if you're at Constellation 1, should you just go for Constellation 2? Her Constellation 2 is really good. Let's see, Constellation 2 right here. 70% attack for the normal attack boost is crazy. And the burst also goes up by nearly 30%. So I would say, yeah, her Constellation 2 is the big one. If you're already at Constellation 1 and you don't mind putting in some money, then Constellation 2 will be the one to go for. So yeah. Okay. Let's see. Is cryo damage goblet or attack bonus damage better for Constellation 6 Skirk? That's a good question. I actually don't know. She gets... It also depends, right? if you have Symphonist of Sands, and then she also gets 70% attack on her normal attack mode, as well as her Constellation Force. That's 110% attack. Attack, I believe, saturates a bit faster than, for example, bonus damage overall, but you would have to do some math here. And also, because Skirk does a lot of like elemental burst builds, she doesn't actually have this attack, right? She doesn't have this 70% attack. At whale levels, Skirk is going to one-shot a lot of stuff with her burst, at which point this attack percent doesn't apply. So yeah, maybe attack percent is better. I would actually have to math it out or use the Genshin optimizer, which I haven't updated for Skirk yet because I haven't uploaded the artifacts that I got for Skirk to the Genshin optimizer. But yeah, we'll have to check it out. It's a good question. Do I ever feel Genshin character design fatigue? In terms of my personal preferences, I like Genshin character designs a lot, or just most of these gacha game designs a lot. I mean, obviously, I spend a lot of money on them, so I must clearly like them, but I can understand how people feel for sure, right? Whether when they feel like, oh, this maybe the character design is getting too repetitive, or maybe you don't like these character designs, or maybe characters like Milani, or especially characters like Mavuika kind of stand out in terms of design. Dude, I get it, right? Like, totally makes sense. And however you're feeling about it, right? You're totally valid to feel it. And different people are just going to have different experiences. Yo, DNN, thank you so much. 50 gift memberships. Holy cow. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. You guys now can use these silly pufferfish emojis, which my sisters made for me. They hold a special little place in my heart because they made them for me. But yeah, awesome. Thank you guys so much, or thank you so much. Really appreciate it, dude. That means a lot to me. I do want to make more content for members, but my goodness. Actually, yeah, that is something that I've been considering. Is I don't want to like kind of oversaturate my main channel with like daily farming content, right? Because those, I mean, let's be real, like those videos aren't really going to help like my channel's like kind of like overall health is how I would describe it. So maybe though, I could do like a little daily thing for members or something, if that's something that you guys are interested in. But dude, thank you so much, DNN. Really appreciate it. I'll probably do like a little members poll thing for if that's something you guys are interested in. I'll just yap a bit in the morning while I farm my artifacts and do all that stuff. So yeah. Thank you so much. Oh, my teapot. You guys are going to see I'm a teapot main right here. I'm a teapot main. No, my teapot is dog poop. It's not looking good, but let's check it out. Yo, it's ultimate pragmatism. I've got all my farming stuff right here, right? So we can just grab all this junk. And I've got tons of trauma right here with all of my, trials and tribulations with our fellow pufferfish. So I got a little pufferfish pond here. And I don't know what's going on, but yeah, that's what's going on. I've got buildings on rocks and rocks on buildings. You guys can tell. Yeah, right here. Amazing teapot. Why did I put all these here? What do you even put on these? Oh. Huh. Now, I don't even remember this, but... Oh, is that the Simulacrum event? Where you collect these little guys? Okay, that's cute. But yeah, you guys can... And then over there, it is empty void. I spent a lot of time here. Is that a floating house? Wait, did I do stuff over here? Hold up. What's going on? Things are getting spicy in here. I didn't even realize, like, I have stuff in my teapot. But yeah, I mucked with it, like, literally years ago at this point. So, let's go ahead and take a look real quick. I'm curious, too, now. Let's see what past I Win to Lose was doing with this time. Where is she? There she is. There's our cowgirl. And then where is Chaska? There we go. We got an exploration team here for the Serena teapot. Let's take a look. Huh. Yeah, my creative juices sure were flowing here. Look at that. Come up. We could climb up these? Beautiful. Beautiful staircase. A staircase house. I would love to live on that and feel like I'm living life on the edge every day. Let's see. What else do we have going here? We've got... I don't even know what I was doing. We've got this house here. That's nice. And, oh, we got some neighboring hilichurls. Okay. What about this side? Did I put anything over here? Did I put anything over here? Oh, yeah, I did. Hey, I got more pufferfish. Got so many pufferfish. Man, I don't want to think about those things. Oh, got a few little fishies right here. Mavwika's having a good time. Let's see. Nothing in there. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I guess this is my... This is my Serenity pot. It's just a mishmash of basically nothing. Because, yeah, I didn't... obviously, I didn't really put any effort into it. Yeah. Yeah. It's... I am a teapot main here. Oh, yeah. In the house here, I think I set up like a trap. I think I set up a trap. Let's see. Oh, yeah, yeah. Right here. Right here. Let's see if it still works. Does it still work? Yeah, there you go. This is good for camera purposes, because now you can take, you can do some research on character design and see how Hoyoverse kind of implemented, you know, various proportions and modeling and rigging as well. So it's a pretty nice setup for those of you 3D artists and stuff that want to figure out what's going on with Hoyoverse's character design. So there you go. Okay. Yeah, that's about it. And that's my teapot. Oh yeah, actually, let's take a look at we can analyze Skirk from an academic perspective. Oh gosh, how do I get out of here? Ah! Chaska! Save us! Get us out of here! Oh no! Versa! Oh man, no, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Okay, okay. I remember now, yes. It is indeed a trap. That was my goal with it. And what? I remember now. I designed it to be a trap. So, yes, it is a trap. Oh my god. Yeah, Chi-Chi might be able to get through it, actually. The Bitcoin mining room. Oh my. Do I like the Skirk and Uvalette team? Oops, wait, why did I go to the Abyss? I meant to go to the Teapot. Yeah, I do like it in concept. I do like it in concept. My only issue is my Uvalette's at Constellation 6, my Skirk is at Constellation 6. It's a little hard to kind of squeeze out like the utility with it, but there might be some interesting applications in the future, and we'll just have to see, right? Just right now, the current Abysses aren't really great for that setup for whales. But yeah, let's see. Oh no, I'm stuck in here already. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, hang on. Okay, we're gonna try Pillow Grandma first. Oh, not even Pillow Grandma can get us out of here. Oh my god. Okay, what about Chi-Chi? Come on, Chi-Chi. Where are you? Oh yeah, she's a 5-star character. She doesn't feel like a 5-star character, but she is. Okay. No, we're stuck again. We're stuck again already. What the heck? Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Well, you guys see my teapot. It's a trap. It's a trap. So let's see what else. What other questions do I should I try to answer? Let's see. Have I tested the team? Skirk, Shenhe, Furina. Yes, that team is good. No need to answer. No need to continue anymore. Whatever 4th character you put in there, as long as it's Hydro and Cryo, it's good. Sheelanin. Can Sheelanin climb furniture? No way. No way. That's crazy. That'd be crazy. But yeah. Okay, let's see. What kind of collab character would I be hoping for? I'd love to see Battle Cats, personally. But I have a bias towards Battle Cats. Tartaglia plus Skirk, mentor and mentee. Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't work, right? You can just do a quick nuke with Tartaglia, do like 100k or whatever, and then let Skirk take it from there. Oh, did I try Melt C6? No, not yet. That's actually worth trying. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Sure, why not? If you have Haran and Mist Splitter, should I go for Constellation 1 or Refinement 1? That's actually a great question. And me personally, I would get her signature because it looks cooler. Because when it comes to like the power level, they're similar. Like the gains are similar from Haran to her signature. Okay, I would still say her signature is a bigger upgrade because the signature also jacks up your nuke damage, right? It jacks up your nuke damage. And that's one thing that I personally value a lot, but I am a filthy whale, so take that with what it is. Okay, so I think a team like this for Melt Skirk. Okay. So what's the setup here? Attack. Okay, we'll just give this a quick try. See what we can expect. Instructors. Yeah, sure. And Peak Patrol Song. And Sitlali has this. It is so sorry, excuse me. So crazy that like Sitlali is basically used on everything, but yeah. Kazuha would be good for this setup too. I think we have enough pyro, but we're about to find out. Okay, I have to switch Bennett from the sapwood as well, but we'll do that in a sec. Okay. So here we go. But yeah, Sitlali might eat the gauge. Shieldin will boost the damage more than Kazuha by a bit, right? Let's... Okay, Kazuha will be easy to do, so let's do him first, and then we'll see how it goes with we could try another character. So we'll give him Freedom Soren. He's got not his EM build, so we're gonna go ahead and fix that really quick. Change setting, EM. What the heck? Why does he have crit right there? Awkward. Okay, anyway. So okay, so setup will be Bennett Burst, Sitlali E, Kazuha Q, Sitlali. Okay, yeah, we can do that. So we'll just do. We need cryo on him, so we could probably do Sitlali's EQ to get cryo on. Yeah, Sitlali EQ. Okay, let's try it. Wait, Bennett's still on sapwood. Gosh darn it. Okay, there we go. So let's switch him over to Aquila really quick. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I could try Shenhe too. Aquila Favonia, there it is. All right. So let's go ahead. There we go. Bennett Burst. Sitlali EQ. And Kazuha. Okay. I missed it. I couldn't really see it, but was it only like 500k? Is it only like 500k, I think? It's a pretty, yeah, 500k. 2 million. No way, 2 million. 400k, 500k. I feel like that didn't come out correctly. It should do more than that. Huh. Did I mess up the setup? Interesting. I mean, it wouldn't survive a 2 million hit. This thing only has 1.6 million HP. Didn't melt. That's possible, yeah. That's possible. The melt hit 2 million. Jesus. Okay, well 2 million's not bad. It is hard to see. Oh yeah, Sitlali doesn't boost melt, but No void rifts either. But yeah. Yeah, we could try Shenhe too. Okay. Okay, let's battery them up. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so if it did 2 million, then yeah, that's pretty crazy. Okay. So here we go. Fill up Skirk's burst. Yes. Do we want to swap off Sitlali? I mean, we can give it a try. So we can try this setup. Okay, so this will be something like Bennett or Shenhe, Kazuha Swirl into Kazuha Infusion. $480k. I'm wondering if... I think the issue is me using the hold E beforehand. I wonder if that's that melt shares an ICD? Or no, the first hit did 400k and then the next hits barely did any. Or 980k. Okay. Oops, I keep teleporting too close to it. 980k. But yeah. There's a 900 underneath. Okay. Yeah. That's the problem with Skirk's burst, is that there's too many numbers. I'm willing to bet there's a better setup for this, but you know, probably have to muck with the Genshin optimizer to really figure that out. Skirk's hold E blows up the void rifts, right? Wait, there are no void rifts. That's right. There's no void rifts. Never mind. There's no void rifts. Huh. Okay. So this one you have to use an elemental skill. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I do the whole D. It's because of that. Yeah, there's no void rifts. So. Alright. Do we try Shilinin? We can try Shilinin. Okay. So the rotation will be something like this. Oh geez. It's gonna lose the pyro. Yeah, I lost the pyro. That's unfortunate. Yeah. You have to get 2 gauge onto the enemy for that. So I think we do Bennett burst into normal attack into E in that order. Okay. So here we go. There we go. Okay. So this time we're going to do a slightly different rotation. There we go. Oops, I didn't fill up her burst this time. Let me fill up Skirk's burst this time. Oh man, every time you forget one little detail and then you gotta do it again. That's okay. We got this. We got this. Okay. Okay, that should be it for Bennett's burst. Yep. All right, so this time we definitely have her burst. We're going to open up with Shenhe's rotation. Is Shenhe using the right? Yeah, she is. Okay. Okay. Wait, she's not in Bennett's circle. She's not in Bennett's circle. Look at that. Gosh darn it. Oh, man. Oh, we'll get this. We'll get this. I promise. Oh, my goodness. Don't worry, guys. We'll figure this out. All right. All right. Come on. Okay, okay, okay. This time. What is this? Fourth time? Fourth time's the charm? Third time's the charm? Okay, anyway. Here we go. Okay, she's in it this time. Oh my god, I couldn't see anything. And I got pushed out, so I'm not 100% sure if we did it or not. Oh man. Yeah. It is easier to do it in the abyss. That's true. That's true. But then we have to wipe out the first wave potentially. Or I think we would use this to kill the first wave and then we would see the number. Yeah, I didn't see the melt either. Here, we'll go to abyss. We'll go to abyss. I think the first wave should be able to survive until the first hit, where you would actually see the number. Wait, no. The enemies are the cryo-resistant enemies. Oh, geez. Yeah, that's annoying. And we also have the plus 75% damage here. Because, yeah, now we have these Fatuis, which have the resistance, unless we go all the way to Chamber 2 against the Yummysauruses. Yummysauruses. We could. Yeah, I mean, I guess I still got some time. Let's do it. Let's do it for fun. All right, so would his Kofier be better than Shenhe, actually? You know, his Kofier might just be better than Shenhe for this. Now that I'm thinking about it. Let's bring his Kofier. Let's try her out. So we're gonna switch her over. We have that already, so we're just gonna switch her over to Tenacity. Tenacity of the I cannot find where it is. I feel blind right now. Ah, it's up there. That explains it. Okay. There we go. Let's give it a try. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, right? We can try. Where's Siege Queen and Shenhe? There we go. Good enough. Good enough. Okay. So. Okay. Oh boy. I mean, I did expect this to happen. Get out of here. We got one more over there. Usually she comes to you, but I guess not this time. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna try to get the... Wait, what? Another one? I already got rid of all of them. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fill her up and just let the rest of the team kill them. So that way we can use full powered Skirk for the Chamber 2. Because Chamber 2 we can you know, nuke the Yummysauruses or whatever they're called, which is much more reliable. I mean, of course we have the damage here is inflated, right? But you can still see like how much the melt is going to do. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right. So now we can nuke 12-2-1. Let's do it. Let's nuke it. And I just realized we're going to have an issue. At the very least, we can see like one of the nukes. I don't know if we can get pyro on all of them. But at least on some of them, right? Oh, 900k, 900k. Yeah, that was a 900k. I forgot to use Skirk's Hold E though. So what we can actually do instead is we can use Skirk's Hold E at the beginning. Oh wow. Okay, that rotation was not good. I liked how the yummy sources jumped right above Bennett's burst. That was actually crazy. A crazy dodge. Okay. Oh yeah, I already used her skill at the beginning. 1.3 million! 1.3 million right there. 1.3 million. But yeah, obviously this doesn't compare to the cryo build, right? Like look at it. Look at it. 1.3 million. Not bad, not bad. But yeah. Okay. So here we go. Yeah, I mean, this melt team is all sorts of cooked. Oops, I thought I did a charge attack there. But yeah. Yeah, no, I don't like melt personally. You might be able to get like a bigger initial damage per screenshot, but it certainly doesn't flow well, is how I would describe it. Right, but it was fun to try. It was fun to try. 1.3 million. Yeah, this is Constellation 6 Skirk. So yeah. No, I would say between her and Mavwika, they're close. They're close. Yeah, they're close enough. But yeah. Oh boy. Okay, so I do think Constellation 6 Mavwika has better speedrunning potential right now. Just because of the fact that her setup is so fast, right? Sitlali into Shilinen is so fast. And it one-shots like everything that they put into the game right now. But yeah. So, okay, let's see. Does her Constellation 2 change her rotation? No. I don't believe it does. Off the top of my head. It should not. I have all other characters that you just showcased except for Escoffier. What should you do? Do you have Skirk? I'm assuming if you have Skirk and no Escoffier, let's see, where's Furina? There are plenty of reasonable replacements for Escoffier, like for example, Hydro, Cryo. You can use pretty much any healer. You can use Siegeween. You can use Charlotte. You can probably even get away with Barbara. You can use Mika. You can use Kokomi to an extent. Kokomi's not as good because she doesn't do an AoE heal. But yeah, you'll be fine. You will do a lot less damage without Escoffier. There's no question about it. But Skirk is pretty strong at a baseline where even if you're missing some of her best teammates, I think she'll feel pretty good for you to use. But that's my opinion. I think she's fine without Escoffier, but she's really, really good with Escoffier is how I describe it. Oh yeah, there's Dahlia too, but you want a healer, but you can replace Shenhe as well. So yeah. Can you please tell me if I should use Dahlia or Diona? Overall, Dahlia. Diona, they both provide shields, but Dahlia actually increases her damage because of the attack speed buff. So yeah, by a little bit. For F2 or for 12-2 Melt Skirk, you could try this. Bennett, Alt, E, Shilinen, E, Escoffier, E, plus Alt. She clears the mini dinos. Apply Pyro with Bennett. Melt Nuke Skirk against the, whatchamacallit. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, let's try it. Sounds like fun. Should actually put Shilinen to do damage, but maybe we actually run the crit rate right here. So we go for this. Let's see how much damage. Can we take it out? Oh, we're close. We're close. But yeah, when they kind of move around too much, it's pretty annoying. So yeah. But you could probably make it work. You could probably make it work and land the, whatchamacallit, Escoffier's Burst on the Yummy Soar. Come on, get him. Oh, we're so close. Okay. Oh, we still almost one-shot him anyway. Holy cow. That's actually pretty wild. We still almost one-shot him with this setup. Okay, we'll try it again. Come on, dinos, jump towards me. Die! Die! Okay. Bam! There we go. Melt Skirk still one-shotting it. Oh, fun stuff, fun stuff. Actually, yeah. With Melt Skirk one-shotting it, you have some more options for the setup. You have some options for the setup. And this is Melt Skirk. Oh my goodness, it's so funny. Jesus. Can you show? Yeah, here's my Skirk's build. This is Azure Light, artifacts. Pretty decent build overall. And in terms of individual artifacts, it's about 244 crit value, which is okay. So yeah. Okay, let's see. Well, I guess the kid is coming back soon, so I will have to go soon. But let's see if you guys have any more questions I can try to answer before then. Hey, I went to lose in chat. What constellation order should be prioritized when choosing? Skirk, C0R1, Furina, C0R1, Escoffier, C0R1, Shenhe, C0R1. Man, for me personally, unless you go to Skirk, Constellation 2, Constellation 1 is kind of worth it, but I think Skirk's Constellation 2 is the big one. For Furina, if you want to use her on more teams, then Furina, is probably better, because you can get her up to Constellation 2, which is a pretty good setup for her. Constellation 1 on Furina is good. So honestly, it's really hard to say. I mean, Escoffier 60% crit damage is also good. Actually, we can kind of test that real quick. So we have this right here, Skirk's Constellation 1. So we copy and paste this. And if we just add 60% crit damage right here, so this would be Escoffier's Constellation 1. We can actually see that it boosts Skirk's damage by more than, so this would be C0 plus C1 on Escoffier. And we can see this is 18% plus 18% right here, versus plus 17% on her own Constellation 1. So it's about the same. However, if you go for Constellation 2 on Skirk, this is where the big gains are. So in your situation, ask yourself if you're going to get her, if you're going to go for 2 constellations or 1. If you go for 2, I recommend C2 Skirk. If you go for 1, you could honestly go with any of the characters. Escoffier being, better in some ways because she also boosts her own damage too, right? Escoffier's 60% crit damage should apply to herself, which will do a little bit better than just Skirk's Constellation 1. So that's what I would say. Can I try to get 20 million damage? Oh, geez. I'm going to have to use the Genshin optimizer to do that. I already did that with Mavwika, though. I did that with Mavwika. Where's the achievement? Is it? Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't know where it is. Oh, damage? Maybe it's like, oh my goodness. Do you guys know what the achievement is? Purveyor. Perv. Oh, oops. Purveyor. Here it is. Yeah, see? 20 million. Although, that's certainly not when I accomplished that. I actually did it yesterday because one chatter was like, oh, did you do the 20 million damage yet? I was like, oh, no, I haven't. And then I was reminded, so then I did it. Oh, I see. 50,000 damage is when this happened. So yeah, no. I already did this with Malfuika, but I think someone did it with Skirk, right? Someone did it with Skirk, I believe. But yeah, days when I first got 50K. Yeah, exactly. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Oh, what do I have in the mail? Yo, 1,000 Mora. Let's go. Good stuff. 64, 240. Prefer more crit rate. Kind of depends on your team. Like if you have C4 Mona plus Cryo Resonance, then you'll be at 94. If you're using Marichasi, then you'll be at 100. So, depends on your situation, but it's usable, right? Eventually you can get more crit rate, but for now it's totally fine. That's totally fine. What team is best for Skirk's burst playstyle? Really depends on investment. If you look earlier in my video at my current level of investment against this current Abyss, because Furina is not actually good for the nuke build at whale levels. Well, she's okay. She's good. Okay, let me rephrase that. Because Furina is too slow for Skirk at whale levels of investment, Ayato is actually a good choice, which, as stupid as it sounds, it is the case. And then for the fourth slot, Sitlali has the lowest setup time of less than 1 second, which is why people run Sitlali in the fourth slot. So yeah, this is the setup for whale nuke. Now for free-to-play friendly nukes, it'd be something more like, kind of her traditional team, like Furina. And for example, this fourth slot's always flexible, but you could run Shenhe. You can run Mona. Mona's a great option for the nuke build. You can run, let's see, you can run Cinder City Milani, and you can even run Neuvillette for sustained DPS. But yeah, so there you go. Hopefully that answers your question. She's got a lot of options, is what I'm trying to say. A lot of options. But yeah. Okay, I have Constellation 1, Refinement 1, Yelan. Should I get Shenhe, C0, or Yelan is alright? My advice, just try your current setup and see how you feel about it. In my opinion, Yelan is fine. She's good enough. Against the Stygian Onslaught boss, of course, Shenhe is a little bit better, but it's fine, right? Like, I would wait and then see how far you want to push Stygian Onslaught before making a decision like that. That's my opinion. Especially for players like, that aren't filthy whales like myself, right? That just don't care. But yeah. Okay. Do I have every character at 90? Yes, I do. And I don't have every character at Constellation 6, though. I have almost all of them at Constellation 6. Actually, I'm curious. Which ones do I not have at Constellation 6? I don't have Chlorond at Constellation 6. I know that much. Which is kind of surprising. I actually like Chlorond a lot, but I don't have Aloy at Constellation 6. Let's go. Oh, man. Man, if you guys get Aloy Constellation 6, let me know. I've been trying to figure that out for years. Yeah, I don't have Chlorond and Kanish and Emily. I did not invest into the burning route. Just personally, burning just wasn't for me, so I didn't bother with that archetype. And yeah. Let's see, what else? I don't have Pyro Traveler Constellation 6 yet. I've been meaning to do it, but I don't have Siege Wing at Constellation 6 either. Okay. Yeah, see, I'm learning about my account too. Like, I've forgotten. It's been so... Oh, wow. No Arlequin. Oh, I do have her Constellations. Linny's at Constellation 0. But Arlecchino, I have her Constellations. I haven't activated them yet, which is kind of crazy. Actually, now that I think about it, that's pretty crazy. So yeah, this is a good investment of my money. Right here. Right here. Hang on. Let me move my face. You guys can see. It was great purchase. Constellation 6 Arlecchino, and like almost a year later, I still haven't activated it yet. Oh my goodness. How long has she been out? Has it been about a year? But yeah. Will I play Honkai Star Rail for new collab? That's a great question. I'm tempted. I actually reinstalled Honkai Star Rail just to get some B-roll for my Skirk short, some B-roll of Jing Liu. And maybe I'll play it again, just like casually, of course. I'm so behind in terms of the meta and the game. So for me, it would just be for fun at that point. But yeah, for me, it would just be for fun. Yeah, Siege Queen does get insane burst damage, but the problem is Neuvillette exists. So from like just a meta perspective, I just, didn't pull her Constellation 6. But yeah. Yeah, now Arlecchino's Giga Power Crept. Yeah, exactly. And I have her Constellation just rotting there. But no, Arlecchino is still really good, right? It's just that, Mavweek is a few seconds faster at most stuff. Skip button. Oh yeah, skip button in Honkai Star Rail. That's crazy. Man, I'm so jealous. They gotta bring that to Genshin. I don't know why they don't bother with that. But yeah. What made me stop playing Honkai Star Rail? It was either Zenless Zone Zero or Wuthering Waves. I forget which one. One of them though, I was like, I can't keep up anymore. I just can't, right? I can't keep up with all the games. And I decided, okay, I got to drop one. And for me, look, I like Honkai Star Rail, but the issue is turn-based games aren't fully my thing, right? I like having like kind of the real-time action to contend with and to deal with. So for me, like turn-based stuff, I enjoy turn-based games, but not as much as like action combat personally. So that's just the way I feel about it. But yeah, Honkai Star Rail, I like the game a lot overall. It's just, I just haven't been able to keep up with it at all. But yeah, also one thing that actually really kind of like I had an issue with Honkai Star Rail was, do you guys remember the ghost hunting event? That one, like the events and the content, I felt like just took way too long. One thing I like about Genshin is, since I'm not like that invested into, especially like side quest lore, most of Genshin events, you can get in there and get out in like 2 hours. Like I'm talking the main events. You wait until the last week or so. You go in there and then you just blitz through it in 2 to 3 hours, maybe 4 hours if it's a long one, and then you're done. Honkai Star Rail, I remember that ghost event thing. I played for like 10 hours and I don't think I was even halfway done with it. I was like, oh my God. And also like the, whatchamacallit, like the golden gears and the swarm invasion, those gameplay modes. I remember those took me forever to beat. So to me, that was just like, I just couldn't keep up because of the time issue. That was the only reason, really. That's the biggest reason. That's the biggest reason. I don't know if the newer events are better for Honkai Star Rail. So I couldn't tell you, right? Like I can't tell you how the newer events are in terms of time consumption. Yeah. Yeah. The backlog of events on Honkai Star Rail account. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I can only imagine. Yeah. So let's see. Okay. Should go back and play Ampharos main story. Oh man. I heard some spicy stuff about that. What did I study in college? I was an economics and physics double major, which is completely useless now. Fantastic. Great investment. Yeah. Good stuff. But I feel like I learned some stuff, I guess, in university. So, or at the very least, it's a fun 3.5, 4 years. I graduated early for it. So, yeah. Yeah, now I'm a gacha streamer. I know, right? My goodness. Took you 12 plus hours. Oh God, don't say that, man. Don't say that. Yeah, the events are brutal. Okay, let's see. All right, what am I most excited for in Wuwa? I gotta be on. Jeez, I'm basic. I don't remember all the new characters' names, but the whatchamacallit, like the plain looking Japanese katana schoolgirl. I think she looks really cool, so I'm excited for her. I feel like she's gonna do really well in terms of like performance and stuff. I think she'll be Chisa. That's it. Yeah. Chisa. So yeah. I'm most excited for her in terms of the characters for Wuthering Waves. Let's see. Okay. What I think. Oh, all right. Yeah, we had a nice little short stream. Glad to catch up with you guys, show off Constellation 6 Skirk. Didn't quite get any optimized speedruns done today, but I think I'm going to have to like research to see how the CM players were more consistently wiping the first waves, because that's the issue I had with it. So yeah, I have to do a little bit of research if I wanted to go that route. Wondering if I should do a DPS showdown with Skirk. The issue is that DPS showdowns, they take a long time to make, right? They take a long time to make, which is kind of an issue. Have I caught up with Genshin Story? No, I have not. That's one issue I have with Genshin Story is the lack of a skip button. I haven't finished these two, actually. I still have these two to go before even the current one. I think I have to do this one before I do, excuse me, before I can do Skirk's, like the Skirk story quest. So I'm a little behind. I'm a little behind on the story. Gosh, look at my side quest. Look at my side quest. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Someday, I promise. we'll get through. When they add a skip button, I'm gonna blitz through all of these guys. Like I'm gonna, like as much as I like the story, like I do like Genshin Impact story a lot, but this is just too much sometimes, right? Like I got stuff to do, man. I can't be reading all this yapping. Like just imagine how much yapping is here through all of this. So when they implement that, I will strongly consider like kind of clearing the backlog of all these quests, and also even like starting over. Right? Starting over, because I do want to play Genshin Impact kind of like from the start. But the problem is, oh my goodness, you have to sit through like 50 hours of story, which is going to be absolutely brutal. And I've already seen most of it. How's my exploration? You do not want to see my exploration. I think my Mondstadt's pretty good. Yeah, look, that's pretty good. Mondstadt's good. We have Dragon Spine. Let's take a look. Liga, all right, yeah. Version 1.0, man, I was digging through the dirt, picking up every Primo Gem, finding every chest. And then, okay, we got Sumeru. Whoa, 98%. That's actually surprising to me. 80% here. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're falling off. Sumeru's starting to get a little worse. What about Inazuma? Okay, Inazuma. Okay, not great. This is where I started to fall off in terms of exploration. But most of it's over 80%. That's pretty good for me. And then we get to Fontaine. Here we get to Sumeru, the later parts, and it's not looking good. I haven't even unlocked this domain. Like, where is this domain? I can't find it. Like, I was looking for it and I couldn't find it. I was like, whatever, I give up. And then over here. So you might be wondering, why is this 49%? That's crazy, right? Like, look, 19... 24. This one came out after and it's at 49%. It's because I was farming the white tassel. Okay, I was farming the white tassel for an Arlecchino showcase, which is why I actually explored this area way more than usual. And then in Fontaine, well, I guess I kind of enjoyed some of the exploration actually. Like, look at this. That's a bit more than usual for me. But yeah, Sumeru, the latter part of Sumeru's desert, I just couldn't. I couldn't, like, I just got sick of looking at the desert. Me personally, my least favorite area in any game, this is just personal preference, are deserts. Because like when you go to a desert, like what do you see? Like what's in a desert? That's in a desert. It's sand. It's just sand. So personally, I don't know. I just find deserts a bit boring. Natlin is a bit better, and I think I was farming the sanctifying elixirs, and that's the only reason why it's better. But once I kind of ran out of steam for that, then I was like, okay, maybe another time I'll try again to kind of do more Natlin exploration. But yeah, that's the main reason why I explored Natlin. So if we look at these things, it's going to be even worse. Okay, maybe the chasm is okay. That's an early one. Enconomia, 52%. Oh man, that's not good. Sea of Bygone Era, 26%. Look at these waypoints. Oh no. Oh no. Ancient Sacred Mountain, 13%. Okay, this is a new one. I have an excuse for it. Okay, it's a new one. And Serenity Pot, 100%. See, because there's no exploration there. So yeah, that's my exploration status. You like deserts? Hey man, good for you. It's sand. Yeah. All right. So there we go. Okay. Do I do anything in the game except Abyss? Yeah, I do, right? Like I spend a lot of time testing and stuff like that and mucking with the game, combat, things like that. That's where I focus on, right? I like the story. I try to play through the events when I can. But ultimately, you know, I also play these games a lot on the media servers. And there's only so much, you know, you can kind of do over and over, right? Like once I'm kind of media servered out, you know, I try to keep up in the actual games too. So let's see. Gladiator versus Marichosity Hunter. Which one is better damage wise? Marichosity Hunter is better, but it's harder to build. So keep that in mind. And okay. Aside from gotchas, what's my favorite game? I really like StarCraft 2. When I actually like want to feel challenged in playing games, I play StarCraft 2. But lately I haven't had time to play StarCraft 2, but for a while actually, you know, me and a buddy of mine were pretty good, relatively speaking, right? Like we were nowhere near like pro level or even semi-pro level. But you know, we often beat like grandmasters and stuff in 2v2s and stuff. You know, I'm a dirty Protoss player because I prefer like, you know, requiring lower skill ceiling in that case. And at our level, it definitely is the case, right? Protoss is easier to use. And we were like a number one on the 2v2 ladders for some time, for quite a while actually, like globally in terms of MMR. That doesn't mean much because MMR is a combination of your win ratio plus how much you play. And once you kind of factor those two things in, right, it's not like that crazy. But yeah, we were number one for some time in StarCraft, which is fun. Let's see. Would Hoyoverse ban me if you use third party? I've been using LD Shop. Other people use LD Shop. It's very, very, very unlikely. So yeah, I know a lot of people that use it too. So yeah. Stellar Blade. I want to try Stellar Blade. I have to admit, I've never played the Soul series. I've actually never played them. I've watched people play them, but I personally never played them. So, okay. All right. Let's see. All right. I guess it's finally time I wrap things up. Really enjoyed playing. Really enjoyed doing this with you guys. I do want to stream more regularly. I'll try my best to do that and try to make the stream more engaging, try to add some bells and whistles to it and all that stuff. Really want to stream more often, but we're going to see if we're able to, or if I'm able to kind of, you know, commit the time and stuff like that. So thank you guys for joining. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for the super chat AQ made. Really appreciate it. Have I tried using Constellations, Skirk, and Trounce co-op domain? Since Stygian is close, I want to see how well it fares in co-op with Constellations. If your teammates are Hydro and Cryo, you will murder everything. Just trust me, okay? But if your teammates aren't, well, you know, Skirk has some issues like that. But Skirk's DPS is just really high. And can you use 4 Skirks? At least 3 Skirks plus 1 Hydro. Oh my god, that's going to be freaking insane. If Skirk can give other Skirks the boost, that'll be crazy. But I'm assuming in Stygian Onslaught we cannot overlap characters. So for that specific gameplay mode, it likely won't work. So yeah. But also AQ may stay tuned. When Stygian Onslaught comes, I'm going to obviously stream it. We're going to see if we can beat level 6, how difficult, how easy. And I'm going to try to lower my investment level to see like what it takes to beat Stygian Onslaught, various difficulty levels. So hopefully we can have a better idea of what it will take for most players. And we're also going to try co-op there too. And if you're on NA, just, you know, remind me and hopefully we can join together and try it out. So yeah. All right, everyone. So that about wraps it up. I better finally get going. And again, thank you guys so much for joining. And until next time, we will take it from there. So as always, I appreciate every single one of you. So I went to lose, signing out. Oh, another $5 super chat. Thank you so much, AQ mate. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. There's some items that become incredible in co-op, like Lost Prayer. Very true, very true, very true. We will experiment for sure another time. All right. See you guys later.